Hey guys, we are continuing Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. In the previous episode, Al and Edward had a bit of a beef. Al thought that he might have been invented by Edward using alchemy, that maybe he's not a real boy, not a real brother, but luckily they figured it out. By the end of the episode, we saw this odd moment when that evil, maybe he's not evil actually, but when that alchemist that's after us, he found his way to Ishvala, and some Ishvalan people took care of him. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I was told that this episode is amazing. So episode number 10. Oh, and we are still,
one man doesn't amount to much.
as you can hear, we are still using dubbing, so I like it, I enjoy it. Is that Ishvalan war?
But however little strength I'm capable of, I'll do everything humanly possible to protect the people I love.
He must have been heavily involved in
turn,
that.
They'll protect the ones they love. It seems like the least we tiny humans can do for each other.
Sounds like a pyramid scheme. There's just one thing. If you hope to eventually protect everyone, then you'll have to figure out a way to stand at the top of the pyramid.
I can only imagine how good it must feel up there, Hughes. Although, I'll never be able to find out without all the support I can get. There's no doubt about that.
You're not very subtle, you know.
Yeah, he's very career
You've got my
oriented.
support, but you could have just asked me. It ought to be fun to watch, though, and maybe your naive idealism might actually do some good.
Is he really an idealist? He's very corporate oriented. But an idealist?
There is an open bunk in the barracks if you need a nap.
I still need to organize and pack up all of my paperwork before we transfer to Central.
It looked like you were in the middle of a pretty vivid dream there.
It was just an old memory.
Separate destinations. Oh, maybe we are... Okay. I wonder if we are going to see them as grown-ups.
Well, the last thing I remember was this guy kicking me.
It's odd that he let you live. And what about this sacrifice and these other armored souls?
Not to mention the Ouroboros tattoos and the transmutation circle. And Dr. Marco claims that they were using the Philosopher's Stones in Ishval.
Every clue we have to work with seems to lead to its own mystery.
Any answers we might have found are under a ton of rubble back in the lab.
They are talking about some seriously crazy stuff in there.
You've heard the old cliche about how curiosity killed the cat, right?
I'm looking for Edward Elric, the Fullmetal Alchemist.
This is his...
I'll run a search and see if I can
Is that
find
the
some
main
flyers on anyone with an
dude?
Ouroboros tattoo.
The general?
Very good.
Or...
And while you do that, I'll continue looking into the research team that was working with Dr. Marco in Ishval.
Oh my
Sorry to
god.
interrupt.
Sir Bradley! Your Excellency!
Calm down, gentlemen. This is
Oh.
just an informal visit.
But may I please ask the occasion, sir?
This young man heard you're injured. I thought a nice melon might cheer you up.
I guess.
That's so
I understand
casual.
You've been checking up on some of the senior staff. Is this true, Major Armstrong?
Yes, sir. How did you know I was...
You should know that nothing gets past me, Major. And now you, my revered Fullmetal Alchemist, tell me what you know about the Philosopher's Stone. And I hope for your sake that you don't know too much.
Oh, he knows he knows. Oh, he's joking. Oh my god,
Kidding. There's no reason for you to be so uptight.
I got scared for a
I know that
moment.
There's been some suspicious activity within the military lately. I believe it's necessary for something to be done about it. A list of the research team assigned to study the Philosopher's Stone. Every person listed in this document has been reported missing. They all vanished several days before the fifth laboratory collapsed. It seems the enemy is always one step ahead of us. Even with my vast network of informants, I have no way to determine how far our ranks have been infiltrated. The most we know about them is that they know a lot about us.
In that case, this is proving much more dangerous than we imagined.
You've all proven yourselves to be men of a trustworthy character. From this point forward, I'm giving you the direct order to forget this matter and all that it concerns. At this time, suspicion is our strongest line of offense, and our only form of defense is discretion. Do not trust anyone. Keep this to yourselves at all costs. However, when I deem the time is right to confront the enemy, I expect you to be prepared to join me in the effort.
Sir!
Where is he? Has Screamer Bradley been through here?
Gotta go. Damn bodyguard thinks he's my shadow.
Wow.
You see, I've snuck away to get a few minutes of privacy.
Glad this is the like, ground floor, because...
What's going on?
Just a tornado passing by.
Well, I don't think there's anything I can do about that. But I did go and buy the train tickets you asked for.
Just in time.
Where are we going?
Sure are a man on the move, aren't you? Your wounds haven't even healed completely.
2 days of sick people and hospital food is enough for me, thanks.
And where are you heading off to this time?
With the way things have gone lately, Al and I decided we should go back and visit our old teacher.
Teacher?
I think I'm too scared, brother.
Look, don't you chicken out on me now. I'm scared too, okay?
What exactly does this person teach?
What did she
It
know?
appears you have a rather lengthy journey ahead of you.
How far is Dublith?
All the way down here.
That! Right there! Right before Dublin! The holy land of automail engineering! We have to go! We have to go! We have to go!
Yeah, whatever. I'll have to take you anywhere.
Well, somebody has to pay for my travel fare!
Why does it have to be me?
What's the big deal? It's on our way.
Only if you want to, Al.
I've got to call and tell Grandma.
She's overly excited. I don't know, but
She'll make you a fine wife someday.
oh, stop!
I would rather talk about my wife anyway.
No,
For bye-bye. Daddy's gotta go to work now.
she's still living there.
Well, I can try. Daddy has a bunch of important work that needs to be done. But I promise I'll do it as fast as possible.
All right, don't be late now.
I probably won't see you again before your train leaves, but it's been fun.
Thanks, Mr. Hughes. I really appreciate your hospitality.
You just make sure to come visit us anytime you're in Central, okay? Our home is your home too. Till then, take care of yourself. Bye, hon.
Right.
They have known each other for 2 days.
You be safe out there.
Why is she part of their home now? That- And where is Mustang? He
So why is
missed
it
the
suddenly
general
so
visit.
important that you guys see your teacher?
For starters, I'm a little tired of getting my ass kicked.
Is this some kind of combat teacher? Why don't you just quit fighting?
Oh, that'd be nice. This isn't only about our fighting. Our core needs a little work, too.
We feel like seeing our teacher will help us grow and make us stronger on the inside.
And we're gonna need as much strength as we can get
What's reason 2?
to see what she can tell us about the Philosopher's Stone.
And to ask her about the truth within the truth. There's a chance our teacher knows something about it.
Let's hope she at least gives us a chance to ask her. You should be more worried about explaining your appearance to her, Al. Considering
She hasn't seen.
gonna kill us when she finds out what happened.
Oh, she doesn't know.
Maybe you guys should get a new teacher.
Riots in Lior.
It's apparently in response to that sham religion that was preying on the townspeople.
Ishval and Lior. The East has been a real hotbed, huh?
I'm afraid it's not just the East. There have been reports of uprisings in the North and West as well.
The government's gonna have a hard time keeping control at this rate.
Colonel Hughes, is something wrong?
I'll be in the archive room.
He's pretty opposite of the wholesome father outside of home, hey?
These endless uprisings, Philosopher's Stone, human sacrifices, and the outright genocide of the Ishvalan people. How could this even happen? And who could have orchestrated something as terrible as this? I've got to tell the Fuhrer right away.
What? How did she enter this?
Colonel. Well, actually, hello really isn't the word I'm looking for.
How is she always... What?
Fullmetal Alchemist. Cool tattoo you got there.
Those are your last words? Wouldn't you rather scream?
What? Is he... Anyone there to help him? What happened to her?
Damn it.
No.
Damn it. That's exactly how I feel.
How did she do that?
Who gets to hear about your daughter this time?
Lieutenant Colonel, you're bleeding.
It's nothing. I need a private line. I have to tell him. Sorry. Forget I was here.
But, sir!
Why is he so secretive?
I need you to connect me to Colonel Mustang right away.
I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to connect from an outside line.
You are speaking to Lieutenant Colonel Hughes. This is a matter of life and death.
Can I have your code, please?
Are you trying to waste time? It's Uncle, Sugar, Oliver, then 800.
Your code was verified. Please hold while I connect you.
Will you hurry? It's an emergency!
Oh.
I need to ask you to put down the receiver.
Wait.
Please, sir.
Is
Go
she...
on. Just hang it up.
An
Just like...
infiltrator?
But you're not. Who the hell are you, lady?
I'm Second Lieutenant Ross, sir.
Drop the act already. You're not Second Lieutenant Ross. She has a mole under her left eye.
You're observant. I can't believe I forgot.
Oh.
There,
how do I look now?
Please tell me I'm hallucinating or something.
You really are a smart man, Lieutenant Colonel. Did you ever think that'd be the cause of your death?
Come on, have a heart, will ya? I've got a wife and daughter waiting for me, so the last thing I'm gonna do is die on them.
You look surprised.
That's so tricky.
What
No.
the hell are you?
But wait, no.
There's a Lieutenant Colonel Hughes on hold for you. He claims it's urgent.
Of course he does. Put him through. Look, Hughes, I don't have time for daughter stories. Hey, Hughes. You okay? Hughes!
Fuck.
You humans don't make any sense to me. You throw away your lives for nothing.
Gracia, I'm so sorry. Alicia, remember Daddy loves you. I'm sorry.
Shit, I feel so guilty that I've been laughing about his excessive fatherhood.
Mrs. Hughes is a really excellent cook.
Gosh,
Not to mention
horrible.
that quiche she made for us is also pretty delicious.
I actually wrote the quiche down on a list of things I'm gonna eat when I have a mouth again.
So when you're back to normal, Al, I'll make it for you.
Awesome, thanks!
I had such a good time staying with them. They're both really great people.
Yeah, but Hughes is obnoxious. He doesn't know when to shut up, and he spoils his daughter rotten.
He did come by your hospital room a lot to talk to you.
Every damn day. He always made it a point to come and keep me company. And it didn't matter when. He'd even blow off work.
We should figure out some way to thank him next time we're there.
We should.
Why are they putting all that dirt on Daddy?
They're burying him, dear.
But if Daddy gets buried, then he won't be able to do all his work.
Alicia.
Daddy said he has a bunch of work he needs to do. No! Stop it! Stop putting dirt on him! Daddy!
Promoted to Brigadier General, just for dying in the line of duty. You were supposed to be helping me work my way up through the ranks. You got it all backwards. Damn crazy fool. Alchemists as a whole, we really are horrible creatures, aren't we? There's a side of me that's desperately trying to crack the theories of human transmutation right now. I think I understand what drove those boys when they tried to bring back their mother.
Are you all right, Colonel?
Yeah, I'm fine. Except, it's a terrible day for rain.
What do you mean? It's not raining.
Yes, it is.
So it is. Why don't we head back? It's getting chilly out here.
He said he'd be in the archive room, and then he just left. But he had this look, like he realized something terrible.
So he must have been attacked in here.
Looks like it. He left a trail of blood. Apparently, he was heading straight to the phone room.
He was hurt, and he said he needed to call someone.
Why didn't he make that
Then
phone call
He
here?
just walked out instead. He didn't
Why?
even dial a number.
He thought that maybe there's a spy, an infiltrator
He
inside,
obviously
I
picked up on
guess.
something big. He was gonna call from the office. But something occurred to him, and he used an outside line. The code that he gave the operator is only supposed to be used for military emergencies. So what was it? What the hell was he trying to tell me?
Colonel, I found Major Armstrong, as you asked me to.
We have a strong lead on some potential suspects in the murder of Lieutenant Colonel Hughes.
Then why aren't you hunting them down right now?
We're confident that we know who committed the crime, but we're unsure of their identities.
Oh
That
no!
doesn't make sense, Major. Clarify for me.
I'm afraid I cannot.
I'm telling you to explain as your commanding officer. You're disobeying a direct order, Major.
I cannot tell you.
Dude, chill.
Fair enough. I apologize for my tone. You're dismissed.
Aw.
Sir,
Aw, at least he was
actually,
nice.
sir, there is another matter I've neglected to mention. The Elric brothers were recently here. They only departed a couple of days ago.
They were here in Central?
Yes, sir.
And did they manage to find whatever they were looking for?
No, sir. That would be rather difficult as they are pursuing a legend.
Is that so? Well, thanks for your help.
So I guess
Why
it wasn't
didn't
as
she
helpful
know?
to us as we had hoped.
But not a waste of our time. He said that they had a strong lead, singular tense, on a few suspects, multiple suspects, which leads me to believe they suspect a group is responsible. And his obstinate refusal to talk, even though I ordered him to. There's gotta be an officer above me that's ordered him to keep quiet. Most likely someone of senior ranking.
Oh.
The last clue was that he happened to mention the Elric brothers. They were researching the Philosopher's Stone.
I hate to say it, it sounds like there might be some kind of conspiracy going on here. How does it all tie together?
That's the big question. But Hughes, I'd say he deserves an answer. Once I'm transferred to Central, I'm gonna start shaking things up until I find one.
Doesn't sound like you to mix your public and personal concerns.
There's no difference between the two. I will become the Führer of this country, and I will take vengeance for Hughes. I will do these things because I have to do them. I'm going after the senior staff. Are you with me, Lieutenant?
Do you even have to ask?
I didn't even know. They already had a funeral and the brothers weren't told. Shit. That show manages to surprise me. For example, now I realize that they have been building up on Hughes in the past episodes, that they have been trying to create a bond between us and him. Show us that he might be an overly excited but a good father, a good husband, and a good host to guests. Yeah, that worked. Because his death actually hit me and surprised me. I wasn't expecting a death of someone we know so well. I guess this show is a very decent show with a fantastic story and great interesting characters. So I wonder where we go next, because based on that intro song, it feels like we might see them growing up. So there has to be some major event and a time jump, possibly. So I'm excited for that. Unedited episodes, as always, are on Patreon. And thank you so much to all my patrons and to everyone who's been watching. Stay safe, guys. Bye.